Just hours until the session begins at the State House, local bar and restaurant owners are hoping lawmakers will consider the issue of the cost of liquor liability insurance.
News 19's Shelley Garzone has the latest details.
Essentially went from a piece of your business that was, a cost of doing business to essentially the second most expensive thing we do outside of rent.
Craft and Draft owner Kellen Monroe says the cost of the new liquor liability insurance is putting a huge strain on small businesses. This financial burden can be traced back to a 2017 state law mandating businesses serving alcohol past 5 p.m. to carry at least $1 million in liquor liability insurance.
We are just staying afloat. There is no, growth. You're not hiring new people, you're not building new locations, you're not moving into new spaces or anything like that. Equipment costs and those kind of things, you're sort of mending versus replacing. So, the expenditures of the business, everybody gets tighter and doesn't do as much or doesn't grow as much as they would like to.
Monroe tells me he pays roughly $100,000 of his profit just in insurance to open the bar's doors. But higher costs isn't the only struggle.
It might have been 10 companies you shopped insurance with before. There's really 2 and maybe a third. And so those guys just write the rates as they want to, and that's what we have to pay.
The change in our liquor liability rates is hugely impacting their ability to keep operating.
South Carolina Representative Micah Caskey tells me during the off-season, an insurance committee was formed to help tackle this issue.
The work that the joint House and Senate study committee did in this off-season will form the foundation for a bill or improvements to bills that have already been filed that will help lower those alcohol liability rates so that we can protect our bars and restaurants here in our community. The challenge, of course, is that anything legislatively doesn't move very fast.
Bar owners say they hope legislators will consider the following.
The liability that says, if you have one beverage with us, we're responsible for you the rest of the way. That would be a huge piece of the legislation. Opening up where, the insurance can be negotiated so that, it's places that are bad actors versus places that are good actors. There is no difference in the way they're rated. It's just you got to pay what you pay by how much you sell.
Shelley Garzone, News 19 WLTX.
And although the new session starts tomorrow, lawmakers say it may take some time before they get to this particular measure.